Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me for this brief tutorial on the New York State COVID Relief Loan Program, also known as New York Forward, sponsored by Pursuit. For those of you that are not familiar, Pursuit, we're a community-focused lender, 100% invested in the success of small business owner. We have more than 65-year history of offering innovative lending solutions to help business owners achieve their dreams. We provide a streamlined path to business funding. Borrowers can access over 15 different loan programs through a single online application platform. And in addition to loans to grow your business, we also work closely with the Small Business Administration, or SBA, on disaster relief programs, such as natural disasters, or more recently, the COVID pandemic. Pursuit was a lender under the Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP. And for the basis of this tutorial, we are working with New York State through Empire State Development on their COVID relief program known as New York Forward. My name is Carol O'Connell, and over the next 10 minutes, I will take you through a high-level overview of the New York Forward program to determine if, in fact, you are eligible and how you may be able to work with Pursuit as the lender, and then I will walk you through the pre-application process. What is the New York Forward Loan Program? It is an economic recovery program aimed at supporting businesses registered in New York State, as well as nonprofits and small landlords, as they reopen after the COVID-19 outbreak in 2020 and the New York On Pause program. Loans under this program are made available through 3 local community development financial institutions, or CDFIs, of which Pursuit is one. The New York Forward program began in 2020, but it is anticipated that funding will be depleted sometime in December of 2021. And so it is important for small businesses who have not yet accessed this program to act quickly. As a broad overview to determine, do you in fact qualify for a New York Forward? First and foremost, you must be registered to operate your business in New York State for at least 1 year prior to COVID. You should have 50 or fewer full-time employees, have gross revenue of less than $5 million. You have to be able to describe the direct economic hardship that your business suffered as a result of COVID. And importantly, the New York State program is reserved for businesses that did not receive greater than $500,000 in the PPP, Paycheck Protection Program, or did not receive a disaster loan, that's an EIDL loan through the SBA, for greater than $150,000. But what are the terms of the New York Forward Loan Program? The amount you're eligible to receive if you are approved is based on a 3-month period prior to COVID outbreak. So for 2019, average of 3 months revenue, that's top line income, not to exceed $100,000. Interest rate on this program is fixed annually at 3%. For the first 12 months after you receive the loan, it is interest-only payments to be made monthly. After that time, if you so choose, you can prepay the loan, or if you prefer, pay the balance back, principal and interest over the next 48 months. Importantly, there are no application fees and no prepayment penalty. If you believe that you're eligible, how do you get started? So we will leave you with a Pursuit contact information. You can reach out to us at any time, and we will walk you through the process to determine if New York Forward is the right fit. Or if you prefer to act immediately, you can get pre-screened for this program through the New York State website, www.nyloanfund.com. After answering a series of questions, you will get matched with Pursuit or one of the 5 CDFI lenders to this program. They will reach out to you so you can complete the application through them. Each lender performs its own underwriting based on historical tax returns and other financial information to determine your business's ability to pay back a New York Forward loan. If you are approved, you will be funded on confirmation that you have not received the EIDL loan, again, of greater than $150,000 or PPP of not greater than $500,000. How can you be matched with Pursuit? If you have been in business 2 or more years, have 2 or more employees, have revenues of $100,000 or more, again, you must be break even or positive cash flow for the year 2019, personal credit score of 620 or higher with no current delinquencies, and no prior bankruptcies for you or your business, you would be a match for Pursuit under the New York Forward program. So what are the required documents to complete an application? Be prepared to submit electronically a 2019 and 2020 business tax return, as well as personal tax returns 19 and 20 for any business owner of holding 20% or more ownership in the business. We are looking for year-to-date 2021 profit and loss statement, as well as the balance sheet. If your business has existing debt, we require some detailed information, particularly on outstanding balances, as well as your monthly payment on existing business debt. A copy of a driver's license or other photo ID, as well as a copy of a voided business check. Finally, within the application, we'll be looking for a narrative describing the negative impact of COVID on your business operations. Here is the information where you can reach out immediately to Pursuit through the email nyforward@pursuitlending.com or call 866-466-9232. You'll be directed to a business advisor who can screen you over the phone for your eligibility and move you to the next step. If you believe you're eligible, stay with me and I'll be going over the steps on the New York State website in order to get pre-screened. Again, the website is www.nyloanfund.com. First question you'll encounter, how much do you want to borrow? As was previously explained, the best source of information is to refer to your 2019 tax return, your annual revenues, gross revenues. Divide that number by 12 to get a monthly revenue figure and multiply it by 3 for a 3-month average revenue. this number cannot exceed $100,000. And you would put that information in the first screen. Second screen, how do you plan to use the loan? For the New York Forward application, you must select working capital as the use of funds. Next step, as explained, because we anticipate that this program may be depleted of funding shortly, please select today as the timeline for your financing need. Next screen requires your business information. Under the name of business, please put the exact legal entity in which your business is filed within New York State. If you are a sole proprietor, it'll be your first and last name, doing business as, name of the business. Under business type, you will see this has to do with your tax filing, either a sole proprietor, a partnership, a 1065, an S Corp, or a C Corp. Choose the industry that most closely describes your business and the time in business. Your business address, specifically that matches your tax return. If you are home-based business, please put in your personal address, residential address. Contact information, this should include at least the primary owner or the owner of 20% or more who will be completing this application and that can best have access to the financial records of your business. Make sure to put in a correct email and a correct phone number and how you'd like to be contacted. This screen asks, what was your total revenue last year? In this case, last year is referring to 2019 or the year pre-COVID. This COVID relief loan program, again, was really meant for businesses that were viable, as in break even or positive cash flow prior to COVID. So using your 2019 tax return, report the amount of revenue, which is your top line income. Next line, did you earn a profit last year, also refers to your 2019 tax return. The answer is yes. Report the bottom line net profit number on this screen. Please note, if you did report a loss and it was also a negative in terms of cash flow, you will most likely not be eligible for relief under this program. Number of full-time employees, please capture full-time equivalents. 2 part-time employees or any number of employees totaling 40 hours per week represents 1 full-time equivalent employee. Prior bankruptcies for the business. We have a question on collateral. Please note the New York Forward Loan Program does not require your business to have collateral, but if it does, select all that apply. How much revenue do you expect to make this year? This is in reference to your 2020 tax return. The top line revenue number, select the category that is most appropriate. Do you have a business plan? You are not required to have a business plan to be eligible for New York Forward. This is for data collection purposes. An important piece of demographic information that New York State would like to collect. So for any owner of 20% or more of your business, are they a woman, person of color, a veteran, or LGBTQ identifying person? If the answer is yes, on the next screen, please do select all that apply combined for all owners of 20% or more. What is your personal credit score? This refers to the primary owner who is filling out this application, your best estimate on a FICO score. And please note, for credit scores below 580, you may not, it is possible you may not qualify for the New York Forward Loan Program. Once you press submit, the last screen will identify those lenders within the program, those CDFIs that have matched with your profile. If you see pursuit, please connect with us and you will hear from us within 24 hours. As a note, for illustrative purposes only, this will give you an idea of the repayment terms if you were to be approved and funded under the New York Forward Loan Program. The top box for a loan of $100,000, the column of 3% are for small businesses. That's the applicable rate. So for the first 12 months, your monthly payment is $250, being interest only. After that, if you were to repay the loan over the next 48 months, your principal and interest would be $2,213 for purposes. The same middle box represents a $50,000 loan, or the bottom box is a $20,000 loan. I leave you with, again, Pursuit's contact information. Please reach out to us. Feel free at any time to be screened over the phone for the New York Forward or to meet any of your business needs. It is a pleasure for us to be serving small business community in New York State. I thank you very much for your attention.